Hello, this is Gordy Hughes coming to you from Smart Choice Life with another Money Smart moment. This time we have a crisis that we want to talk to you about, and before I give you all the bad news, I want to tell you there is a solution. Okay, and I'll be explaining that at the end of the the end of this tape. But to start with, the big thing that's going to be happening now is Canadians are faced with a real crisis in medical funding. And this is something you can't escape from. We have here, and I know you probably can't read it, but we have over here 2012. And you can see from the colors, the blue color here is what the government funding is about, and the red is what individuals have to pay. That's the shortfall for long-term care. And there, I'll pull the chart back, we go from 2012 here over to 2046. I can't get this straightened out. Over at this side, over at the other side here is 2046. So you can see that the government is not going to be funding most of your long-term care insurance, long-term care. Some of the statistics behind that are 2012, 44% of provincial budgets were spent on health care. Tell me that is around 50% in 2016. So statistics tell us that if nothing changes, people keep getting older at the rate they're getting older and taxation staying the way it is, that by 2037 the province would be spending 97% of its revenue on health care. We know that's not going to happen. It simply can't. And why? Because no matter how smart you think your government is, they can't build schools or pave roads on 3% of the provincial revenues. So there are probably three things they can do. They can cut other programs. That has some limits to it. They could increase income taxes. That'll probably happen to some extent, but they can't double taxes because people will be paying, the rich folk will end up paying out more than they're taking in, more than 100% of their income, so they can't double taxes to keep up with the healthcare costs. The third thing is they could ask you to pay for your own nursing care. I'm pretty sure that is going to happen, regardless of what government you got. They can't run it otherwise. Prior to 2006, just in New Brunswick, when you entered a nursing home, and I was in financial planning long before this and trying to help people with their situation, you paid with your income, as you do today, but you also paid with your assets, such as savings, even your RRSPs, which are so-called creditor protection, but they're not creditor protected because if you've got the money, they say, well, you don't have to pay, but you're not getting the care. If you want the care, you pay. They would take your cottage, they'd take your land, except for about 1 acre around your house, and they also went back 2 years to reverse any change to the title of assets. So if you wanted to give some money to your kids or add them as in a joint bank account or whatever, well, a joint bank account wouldn't help because they could take that full amount of that for either person. Anyway, I'd like you to, if you're thinking about moving assets to a kid's name, I've got 6 reasons, I believe, listed on our website at smartchoicelife.com. And just send me an email if you can't find it on the site to smartchoicelife.com, and I'll give you some real good reasons why you should not change it over to your kids' names. That's some bad advice that often comes from other professionals that aren't aware of the results. So what can you do about this? There's 2 things. You could do nothing and let the province decide for you. Okay, you could do something, that is, you can act now to prepare. Some solutions are a little bit complicated and have very few guarantees, and I haven't got time for them here on this tape because you'll go asleep. The real answer is in long-term care insurance. Long-term care insurance is a product that's been on the market for 10 or 15 years. A lot of life insurance agents don't even have it because their company doesn't sell it. We work with 16 different companies. Most of them don't sell long-term care insurance. Of the ones that do, many of them have complicated restrictions on them, like you have to have a certain certified or licensed healthcare professional providing the care for you. We've selected one out of those 16 companies that we deal with that we recommend, and that's Desjardins Financial Services. They have a plan that it actually will cover you whether you're in a facility or in your own home, even if a family member is taking care of you. So you don't have to have any fancy medical license. Your daughter or son or daughter or somebody, or husband or wife or whatever, can look after you in your own home, and the checks still keep coming in. Once you qualify, you receive monthly checks. That's it. There's no other forms to fill out with this firm, with this company. And so we highly recommend it because we've seen some of the other policies. Don't know what to say other than give us a call. It's 454-3346. That's 4, in case you can't remember this, don't have a pencil to write it down. It's 4 life insurance. So just put the number 4 and spell life insurance on your phone. Again, 454-3346 in Fredericton. And we're also available on smartchoicelife.com, where you have contact information there. You can send us an email and request any information. Personal quotes are free, no obligation, and certainly we'd just love to hear from you. Save this problem, because the cost of insurance today runs close to $50,000, between $48,000 and $50,000 for memory care. It also runs just over $80,000 for total all around the clock care in New Brunswick right now. The inflation is going to kick those numbers upward, and in 20 years, at 3% inflation could put a hefty increase in those numbers. So if you're paying with your RSPs in your home, if you're paying $30,000, $40,000 a year or more, depending on what level of care you need, it doesn't take long to rip through an estate for your lifetime savings for many people. And then you've got a spouse that has nothing to live on. Anyway, I've done enough talking. Just give us a call, 454-3346. We appreciate you listening to this. You have a great day, and please don't hesitate to forward this on to any friends you've got. We don't want them to be caught by this, which is eventually, it has to happen. It's not an imaginary thing. Okay, thank you very much, and have a great day, and I hope you have some good planning, keep you so you can really enjoy your retirement years. Thank you, and have a great day.